I got trust issues, cause it was me that you misused. I remember back when I would miss you. I missed you, but now my feelings disproved. I can't tell you why, can I just be with you? And I don't know why, I just wanna die. Cause when I see your face, it blanks out my mind. Trying to cry, hitting my line, I don't got tissues. I don't got tissues, but baby I got trust issues, cause it was me that you misused. I remember back when I would miss you, trying to talk but you always find an excuse. Now I'm wishing that I never ever liked you. When I try to talk we always start a fight too. And you are my pain and I can see right through. Thought I was your type too, play me for a fool. No wonder I got trust issues, cause it was me that you misused. I remember back when I would miss you. I missed you, but now my feelings disproved. I can't tell you why, can I just be with you? And I don't know why, I just wanna die. Cause when I see your face, it blanks out my mind. Trying to cry, hitting my line, I don't got tissues. I don't got tissues, but baby I got trust issues.
Shout out, man. Yo, man. It's the Top of That Podcast. It's your boy, Hawklyfe, man. And I got a special one for you today, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. Today we'll be interviewing, so I say it right, SadFace, Nathan. Introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, so that's pretty much all I gotta say.
I'm gonna tell you straight off the bat before we get into it. Right now, you got the chat jump. Well, you got the live jumping and the chat jumping. They saying Cosmo said, "Hey, SadFace, Ethan is fire." So I feeling your music. So I wasn't wrong on this one. I knew what I was getting into. I wasn't wrong on this one. Yeah. SadFace, Ethan. First of all, tell the people where you're from. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Give them a little background.
All right, I'm from San Antonio, Texas. You know, I just started rapping about like maybe 3 years ago. You know what I mean? I just now got into it. One of my biggest inspirations is like Machine Gun Kelly is one of them. You know, just people like that, really. You know, I kind of grew up listening to rock music, so I'm kind of like I like rock music a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much about myself. I am currently in high school right now.
But still in high school.
Yeah.
Still in high school. God talented as shit. CT Studio say, "Hey Ethan, yeah, definitely. Dude talented in high school. Right now, how old are you? 16?
I'm actually 15.
15. Mad talented younger brother. Tell it. You say you grew up listening to rock music. What
Yes,
were
sir.
some of the artists you were listening to and you got your influence from?
Let's try to repeat the question.
You say you grew up listening to rock music. I was wondering what kind of rock artists did you grow up listening to?
Just like one of the biggest ones is The Used. I really like them. Like songs like Caught Fire, you know what I mean? Songs like that. Another one was Green Day, then Blink 182. You know what I mean? Just people like that. My dad is huge on rock. He plays guitar. You know, I pretty much just grew up around it.
So you're musically inclined. You grew up around a lot of music, especially rock music. Um, Now listening to your music, This song right here, the one I just played, was "Trust Issues" by SadFace Ethan. First and foremost,
Yes, sir.
that was the song that draw him to my attention. I
Hmm.
didn't know he was 15 because his work is so polished, it's so experienced. Well, 15 because his work is so polished, so experienced for someone his age. Um, so, do you do your own production as far as your beats and stuff like that? What's the process like? Bring us through your creative control process.
Okay, so basically, I like looking for smaller beat makers because I feel like they deserve love. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? Like, I'm not saying I'm big or anything because I'm nowhere near big, but I always like, giving shout outs to people who really deserve it and who are working hard but aren't getting the recognition for it. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
actually, the person who made that beat, Trust Issues, he actually has like 8 subscribers on YouTube, and he's
And
absolute.
who's that producer so we give him a shout out, man?
Ah, shoot, man. Here, right here. Let me pull it up real quick. Should be
Uh,
like 5 seconds.
yeah.
But anyways, I'll talk more about it. The person who actually produced my song is my friend Crucifix. He's a
Shout
very
out
good
to
producer. He's
yeah.
he's one of my best friends. He's a really good guy. I recommend listening to his music too. His music is fire. Makes amazing stuff. Ghost Diego Beats. Ghost Diego Beats was the one who made the beat for Trust Issues. It's a Josh A. Jake Hill type. So basically, all I do is find the beat. I write stuff on it. I
Mhm.
I used to send it to Ruben. You know what I mean? My friend Ruben Crucifix.
Mhm.
But now I have my other friend Youngsta Eggy, who's just now getting into producing. So he's going to be producing some of my songs on my new album, and that's basically the process that I go through.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're not going to tell you too much about the new album. I was my ex, but he's still working on it. It's going to be coming out soon.
Yes,
But
sir.
if you could just at least give him the name and kind of the thought process behind that album and what to expect without giving too much of it away.
Okay, so well, my thought process behind this album that I'm putting out, I want to stick to my roots, like with Trust Issues, but I also
Yeah.
want to expand on the rock vibe. You know what I mean? Like I want to start more experimenting with rock. So you're gonna see a lot more rock songs on my album, but you're still gonna have like songs like Trust Issues on it. I can assure you.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, there's gonna be a total of 10 songs on it. It's gonna be like my first ever project. I'm looking to grow on it. I might put out a deluxe album also. It just
Yeah.
all depends on how well the album performs. Uh,
Absolutely.
but yeah, I'm looking for like a more like kind of like relatable vibe where it's like sometimes you're sad, but also I also want to throw in some of that upbeat songs there in there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just stuff like that.
Absolutely. So um, I understand your album. You got some things in where you want to be a lot of variety and you want people to where do you expect to see your music career in the next 5 6 years? Is it something you do as a hobby? Is something you want to see succeed to the max? What's going on with it?
Hmm. Well, I think everyone, whenever they start making music, they really want to succeed. I don't think anyone goes into it thinking that they just want to, not do their best. You know what I mean? Like I really want to be the best at my genre, and that's really something that I want to do. Like I just want to I want to grow, and where I can see myself, if I keep going at this pace, I feel like that I could be really great, and I feel like if you just put in the work, you can definitely succeed in anything you do. Just put in the work for it. You know what I mean, man? It's just
Absolutely. Like I said, for your age, you're extremely talented, extremely advanced. Because I would have thought you was older, you know, but still, you're a great talent. I knew people had to hear what I heard, and it's crazy. Like you say, you went from rock to like what other genre influence that you didn't have over the years that helped you out with creating the style? Because you have like a Juice World,
mhm. Yeah,
Juice World,
Juice World and Peep. Those
yeah,
are those are some of my greatest influences. Also, of course, Eminem. Like me being a white boy, just listening to Eminem. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
just kind of like vibing with him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I love Eminem. Being a big Eminem fan for a long time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of his new stuff ain't as good as his old stuff, but it's
Oh,
still
for
good. It's
sure.
still consistent. You
Yeah,
know,
it's still worth the
still.
listen. I'll always catch a listen.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. If there was any, okay, it's your first album, and I know the process has been tough. Do you have any regrets?
Do I have any regrets about making this album?
Yeah, the process, anything like that. Was there any regrets or something you thought you could have done differently? Or,
Um, really, I always feel like I could do better with every song that I make. I feel like that there's always room to improve, and especially at my age and at my experience, I can always improve the next song. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
But one of my regrets though is maybe leaving behind, my fan base because I uploaded Trust Issues maybe like 2 months ago.
right.
So without being consistent with it, I may lose some numbers because of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
yeah, and that's why we do this platform right here to give people the opportunity to get their music out, especially those that need to be heard that's talented out here that need to get their music out. Here's a place to start. And when I heard the song, I knew for a fact it was a talent that we may see in the future here that we need to be heard because uh, from what I'm hearing on the radio and what I'm hearing coming from you, definitely got the potential to be great. Um,
thank you, that means a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Just really talented at 15, and you doing it like that and making complete songs, great audio, uh, great feel to it, a great vibe to it. It was, I mean, we had to bring you in the building, but like if, like I said, there was any artist that you could collaborate with, who would it be?
Any artist I could collaborate with. Well, obviously, my biggest favorite artist right now is Machine Gun Kelly.
Mhm.
I mean, I would love because he's such a versatile artist. If you look at it, he can rap. Let's push beside the Eminem beef. You know what I mean? All that
Mhm.
junk. You know what I mean? We just look at him as an artist standpoint. He can go. He has the fan base to where he can switch genres. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While also doing the stuff that he likes. So if I were to collaborate, I really like his sound. So I would probably collaborate with him.
Yeah, I think that'd be. I think I love Machine Gun Kelly. I actually like this diss versus Eminem. I
Hmm.
wasn't too upset about them going back and forth. I thought it was
Yeah.
good for the culture at the time. Um, but yeah, that'd be a good mashup, though. I think. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. He said Machine Gun Kelly. In the audience asked in the comments asked you said who. But shout out. Yeah, keep going. Shout out if you didn't leave. Okay. Shout out to Rumak for joining us in the uh the live audience.
Definitely.
Uh,
Thank y'all for letting me vibe.
absolutely. Tell the people on what social medias that they can find you, what platforms they can find you, man.
Well, platform you can find me on Instagram and also SoundCloud. On Instagram, it's SadFace_Ethan with two hens because that name's already taken. But on SoundCloud, it's just my regular YouTube name, and my
Yeah.
SoundCloud is actually one of my links on like my channel page, so you can get to that super easily.
Yeah. What I think made a lot of people gravitate towards trust issues, it sounded pure and it sounded real. Like it was based on something that really happened in your real life. Like you draw from personal experiences or do you draw from experience of others?
A little bit of both. So I you know, you're gonna have girl problems, especially at
Yeah.
my age. You know what I mean? But the
Yeah.
best way you can cope with them is finding a way to take out that negative energy. And I find my way to cope with it is writing music. You know what I mean? You put all your emotions out on paper, then you actually sing it out so people can hear it. Then you know what I mean? Just getting it all out, just putting it all
Absolutely.
out there. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real.
Absolutely. I think that too. I do that too. That's my way of venting, but I'm also my worst critic. So I get that. I think I'm worse than other people think all the time. Um, but that's just me because I'm my worst critic. I will, do that. I will take the time. To make a song, how long would you say it generally take you to make a song, get a beat, feel comfortable with the beat, write, and put it all together? Like,
I think really like whenever I'm really comfortable and I really think a song is well done is like, well, it takes me about maybe like 2 weeks to write a song, but then it takes me like an extra week trying to perfect it and trying to get the right recording down. Then
mhm,
I also have to send it to my producer. Then we're trying to perfect it, making it to where it's the best listening experience for someone. You know what I mean?
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
it could take a span. It can go from anywhere depending on how easy the project is, which no project's easy in my opinion. You know what I
No,
mean?
nah,
So
not at
it just all depends on how quickly you can get that down. You know what I mean? How quickly can you execute and, get it out there?
absolutely. Absolutely. I just think it's beyond crazy. It just says your first album, and I guess that's your first song. It was consistently done the way it was done, and I saw kind of the feedback from it as far as when it first, and people was really drawn to it. Like that certain feel for music, that ear for music, it's not taught. It's something that you're born with and brain. Like he was born and music inclined. Daddy played keys, played the guitar. Um, yeah, like I don't, I see, I see the future being on what we doing, and I see that our future is great because we got talents like you that's coming out that need to be heard. That's gonna probably change this game a little bit. But yeah, it's a tough one to get in. It's a tough one to be in. I ask a lot of artists, what's more important to them, the fame or the creative control?
Um, Definitely the creative control. You know what I mean? If if the fame, it's good, but like as you can see from a lot of these artists, like the fame doesn't necessarily mean that you're happy. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean? So having your own creative control and having your own outlet, I believe is way more important. Because
absolutely,
if whenever
Absolutely.
you have creative control of your projects and what you're doing, it makes it like 10 times better. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely. I tell a lot of artists stay independent as long as you can. Don't get these labels control your masters and stuff like that. You see what happening to a lot of these artists that's mega successful. Having issues with their masters. They don't have any control over their work, that creative
mhm,
process. That's why I asked take those what they call those advances, bit loans, because the name advances was advance a loan, and they stick them with them loans for years.
yeah,
They get on these contracts, so they got 6 or 7
for sure.
albums. And then maybe when they get 50, they can get their masters back. Example, Mace with the Diddy situation.
Mhm,
Like I think he was trying to tell him he had to pay more. Like he had to wait. He was like 50 some or some weird
yeah,
stuff they had going on in like that. But to take a moment, side note, we talked about this on the last episode, and I'm just throwing it in as a side note, just to give people a little bit of update. We was talking about King Von situation. King Von get
uh-huh,
killed in Atlanta. Um, just to give people more detail on what they talking about out there. They were saying that Angel was saying King Von was the type of person that move and be observant, and he was so happy. Somebody told him something clicked, and he didn't really check his surroundings, and being from Chicago, you're in Atlanta, that type of things. And yeah, guy was just saying that he just wasn't on cue with everything, and the people around didn't really know because like everybody was running from the bag and things of that nature. But with that situation, I just want to say rest in peace, King Von. Also,
mhm,
be aware of situations when you go in cities you're not from. Um, More to that subject, I believe they were saying, I don't know, not Drake, Dirk had bought all the VIP section at Rondo concert and you wound up canceling. Like that situation, when you get that fame and you coming from like tough positions in life to the guys that are coming from tough positions, they come from the streets and all that. you going through that, make sure that when you make it, that you don't allow yourself to get dragged back into it. But also remember that your past sometimes follow you, and that's the thing with that. But I just want to put that out there, give people a little update on that. We're gonna have
Yeah.
a part 3 coming soon about that.
Yeah,
But
Rip King Von for sure. He's gone too soon. So
yeah,
so many young artists lose their lives too quickly. It's crazy.
yeah, it really is crazy. It's about being cool and the status they trying to put on. Yeah, I always think that was the situation with him. I just feel like he didn't think the situation through, even though he got in a fight. Somebody raised in the street know that when you get in fights with people, people don't like to take behind whoopings. They go get guns. That's what they do. They don't take
Hmm.
ass whoopings good enough. They go get guns. That's just been the way it's been for the last couple of years. But I will say this: first and foremost, shout out to everybody in the chat. Showing mega love. This probably gonna be one of the most successful lives that we had so far. From the numbers, me looking at the numbers from where I'm at. But yeah, I noticed that anime. I think you did like an anime.
Yeah,
Video.
an AMV for it. Yeah, I actually edited that video myself. Uh,
Okay.
I was just so my friend Youngsta Eggy. He's another rapper. He's from Alabama. He's insane. Y'all guys should go check him out. He's a very good lyricist. But yeah, he gave me the idea because he was all like, "Yo, there's this anime that I think would go perfect with trust issues." And I'm like,
Hmm.
since trust issues is going to be on the album, I want to pump out one more piece of content for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I was like, I'm just going to make this little AMV type music video. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I ended up doing that. It ended up doing good. I think it's sitting at like 500 views right now. I mean, it's pretty good for mine for having like 90 subscribers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To
So
say what you, that's why I said the impact that it had. Just to describe amount you got and it being your first song like that, you probably took serious, fully serious. It, yeah, it's doing good numbers on that side.
mhm.
Which is a good sign. So they let you know you doing something right, you're in the right direction. That's why I say I'm curious to see in a few years as you continue to go what kind of music you put out. You don't keep having me on the show to talk about it.
Yeah, that would
But
be great.
yeah, to keep it promoting, keep people looking at. Shout out to 580 gang. Man,
5'8". Yeah. Yeah, those are my friends on alt. They're being stupid.
yeah, I'm looking at them laughing at them 'cause they got
Yeah.
the chat rocking, man. But Juan, I'm recording. Go in the room, shut the door. Yeah, sorry about that.
Nah, you all good.
When I go to record and come here and make all the damn noise. Anyway, excuse me, guys, on live. What I was about to say, cause he kind of threw me off. Oh, what what artists um music has played a part in the way you uh approach a track. Like there's artists with different work ethics. Like
Yeah.
maybe all the work ethics that you kind of checked out and kind of adapt some parts of their work ethic to kind of help with your
Mhm.
own work ethic.
I mean, honestly, it's a big old like clump of artists that are like just my inspirations. Like obviously, MGK, I love his sound. That's one of my favorites always. Then we have um the Kid Leroy. I believe that's how you pronounce his. I don't know. I heard a couple of his songs and I was like, dang, I really like that sound. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I want to try and replicate it. Another thing was Josh A and J Kill. Have you heard of them?
yeah,
I love their songs like Heartbreaks and stuff like that, and their albums that they put out are great, and they're very like two versatile artists, and when they come together, they make amazing music. You know what I mean? Just like basically those rappers really, and Juice WRLD. So all those clump, and I guess I just go off of that really.
yeah. Yeah, because like I said, it's so much experience in the way you approach it. But like you take your time and you got all these great people that's helping you produce. First of all, I want to shout out the person who beat because the beat was hard as shit. Um, and it just come on the way you approached it. Shout out to the producers. Definitely email me. Not email me. Send me a message through YouTube so I can check it out. The guy you were just talking about. What you said his name was again?
My friend Crucifix Ruben.
Crucifix and the guy that sells the lyricist.
Oh, Young Sagi.
Yeah, and Sarah. But yeah, we're gonna definitely have to probably have Crucifix on here one day.
Yeah, you should get Young Sagi and Crucifix on here.
And
They'd be
again,
great interviews. Yeah.
y'all in the comments so y'all know what it is. You tell me, hit me up on Discord.
Yeah, I'll let them
Okay.
know for sure.
But yeah, but definitely, this is what we do it for. Um, I've told this to other artists, and I'm telling you, this is why we do it for artists like you who need that platform to get that boost to get their music out. Now you didn't need me, I didn't need you, but it was a good platform to to give you a place to start and get familiar. Because I think over your span of your career, you're gonna get to this point where you're doing big interviews. So, but yeah, man, we enjoyed having you. I know the crowd enjoyed having you
Yeah,
on
thank you for
too.
having me. It's been a blast. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast having you. Like I said, definitely come back. When before the album drop, and we'll do another interview and we'll release the album. However, we won't do that. We ain't got no problem taking part in there. We can do a fucking album release on this motherfucker. It don't matter. And
Yeah,
put something together. Now you want to do it. But yeah, man, it was a pleasure having you, man.
yeah.
This
Thank you
been the
so much.
Chop It Up podcast. This been the
Yeah,
Chop It Up podcast. But before we get out of here, news to my people in the server. I think we had member count. We had like 461 in the server, 340 on the YouTube. Thank everybody that's supporting the movement, supporting what we're doing. Not only the podcast, but the Battle Rap League also, the ciphers, all that stuff, man. We do a lot in the server that we have plans. So if you ain't in the server, get in the server, get that link for somebody, or hit me up, send me a message under the YouTube video. I send you that link, whatever. But yeah, it's so much that we doing, man. We're gonna have more interviews. We got another interview tomorrow, I believe, coming up, and I think there's another one Friday. So y'all stay in tune. But shout out to my guest, SadFace Ethan. He ain't got nothing to be sad about. Guy's talented at 15 years old. Trust me. I say, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I said this now. So when he changed his name to something else, I might not know it's him. I might be old and gray, but y'all gonna say he said it. Y'all gonna say I seen him before he was on Battle Rap King, and then his video gonna hit 1 million views because his record gonna hit 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to everybody out there, man, if you're an independent artist, man, you want to be on the Chop It Up podcast, man, by all means, like I said, hit me up, man. On here, hit me up on Discord if you got the Discord, need the Discord, whatever. Like I said, shout out to our guest one more time, SadFace Ethan. You know what I'm saying? My I would say my next door neighbor because I'm in Louisiana and he in San Antonio. My little brother actually in Austin. We grew up in Austin a long time, so we
really.
familiar
That's cool.
with Texas. So yeah. So yeah, we definitely familiar with Texas, man. Texas do got some talent out there. It's different to see a Texas artist doing something besides chopping school. Mm. And that was just their own thing. But to see him doing this way, I wouldn't have thought he was from Texas. I thought he was gonna say I grew up listening to country music. He said I grew up listening to rock music. I said, oh shit. Because I was a Limp Bizkit fan myself. Uh, I think one of mine was "Give It Up for the Nookie." Give it up for the nookie. And you can take the cookie and stick it up your ass. You know how that go. Yeah. But yeah, I was a Corn fan back in a while too when they came out with my sacrifice. Like But that's why I tell people about the genre of music and how it affects each genre can affect the next one in such a way. You know what I'm saying? You can relate to
Yeah, for
music. If
sure.
people can relate to anything else, if you can't understand what the person's saying, music is the barrier of languages in the world. So, uh, one more thing, fully about how has COVID affected you in Texas?
How has COVID affected me? Oh, for sure. So I started going back to school
Yeah.
in person. So really, it's just the wearing masks, social distancing, all that. I wouldn't say it's affected me personally too much, besides just staying inside more, not being able to go out as much as we used to. You know what I mean? Just really stuff like that. I think everybody's experiencing the same thing that I am right now. And yeah, I just pray that this all goes away soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We all praying that it go away soon. First and foremost, congratulations to Joe Biden again. I predicted it. I said it. I think the world knew it. Trump a little sour grape right now, but he'll be all right. He'll concede in about a month. But other than that, yeah, we got a new president, new vice president. Um, it's been the Chop It Up podcast. I'm your girl, Hawklyfe, and